Do you have anything to do with my baby going missing? Thank you for the accusation, but I am in Texas. How would I have anything to do with the disappearance of your daughter? Which I am sorry for. Even though you're in Texas, I know the grudge that you held. I know how much you care about your image and how much money can get things done. So be honest with me as my uncle. Did you have anything to do with this? Because it's very coincidental that you just happen to be in Texas when my daughter goes missing. Brian, I truly wish that I was not away on business, because I am very sorry for what you're going through right now. I cannot imagine what you're feeling, but you know God will bring our children back in one way or another. You're not sorry. You're happy. But if this was your plan, it backfired a little bit, because now everyone knows about my baby. Everyone knows about my circumstances. It's in the news. People are looking for Charlotte. I hope it wasn't you that was behind this somehow, because you'll go to jail for a long time. I'm not happy. I do not take any joy in when a child goes missing, let alone a family member. For you to accuse me of something so heinous, I can't lie and say that's not hurtful. I would never do such a thing to you, Brian. I have only offered you advice. At times you have not liked it. But that's it. Can you blame me, though? Every step of the way, you have condemned my daughter. You have tried to get me to stay away from Miranda. You've turned me into a terrible father with your advice. After everything that happened with your father and before you went to go live with your grandmother, you lived with me for a very long time. And the way that you're living now is a reflection on how I raised you. So when it gets back to people that you had a baby with this woman, people question my parenthood. I have a business to run. I have an image to keep. People are very judgmental in this space. I'm so sick of hearing about how ashamed you are that I had a baby with Miranda out of marriage. It's 2025. I loved her. That's all that matters. All that matters was that Charlotte was born out of love. And I pray to God she's still alive and living out of love. She has my prayers too.
When you were on the phone with your mom before, what were you talking about when it came to Brian? Something about some woman? Don't really matter. I think Sal had like a theory about Brian or something. Everyone's got like a theory nowadays since this whole story has gotten so big, you know. Everyone wants to solve the mystery. Sal has a theory? What's his theory? Babe, you know how that dude is, you know? He's very close-minded, and who cares? Are you sure? I'd kind of like to know. Miranda, who cares? There's so many bigger things to worry about right now. Like, you don't need to hear what other people have. You know what I mean? Like, everyone's talking. You gotta like focus on you and stuff, and just stay in your little bubble. Joey, because you're being so safeguarded with it, now I want to know, what is it? Alright, the stuff Sal said to my mom, that he said to me, and my mom was confirming with me, he pretty much saw Brian out with a woman who, it was probably like a romantic thing or something like that. It had nothing to do with Charlotte. So that's why I said it's irrelevant, you know? Oh. So he's dating someone. Yeah. From the way Sal put it, he thinks it looked like they were like dating, or they were on a date or shopping together or something. I really didn't ask a million questions. Alright. Why was that such a problem to tell me? I don't like when you don't tell me things. Because, Miranda, as a man who has a vested interest in being with you,
and someone who disliked Brian for a very long time, sitting here and telling you that he's dating someone else just to make myself look good and bash him a little bit. Like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to come off that way. I'd rather you just find out on your own from someone else.
Oh, well, I appreciate that. But something like that, it's not bashing him, it's just telling me the truth. You don't always have to be so scared of saying things to me. Like, I want you to be honest, even if sometimes I don't like what you have to say. As long as you're not being toxic with me, you can say what you want to say.
Still, people don't believe me when I'm saying I'm trying to work on myself, but those little things matter. Those little things like stay in your brain, and I don't want you to ruminate whether or not like I have your best interests at heart, because I just want to see you happy, and making myself look good is an inauthentic way of being with you. I'd rather say something positive about him instead, and just people in general. How about the fact that, you know, he still had Charlotte's bassinet in his house?
Yeah, he did. So?
Well, I think that shows that he still cares about his daughter. You know, that he actually loves her, even though he left.
So what, you're saying something positive about him? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, like I said, that is what I'm doing.
Do you mean it?
I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. I don't like him. I don't really know him, but I don't like him, and I do have my jealousy, but I am saying something nice about him, because that's the right thing to do, and I do mean it. I mean that I think him keeping the bassinet shows that he does have a place for Charlotte in his heart. And I'm gonna go out on a limb and maybe say that he didn't do it. You know? Maybe that shows that where, if he loved his daughter so much, where is she right now? She should be with him.
I don't know what to believe. A couple months ago, when I was with him, I could never imagine him doing something heinous but now I just don't know what to believe. The stuff with my mom, the accusations there, I don't know. I just want to know where my daughter is.
Well, hopefully they get a break in the case soon.
Gina, I need to talk to you right now, because you made a sloppy mistake, and we cannot afford sloppy mistakes with the police around our house.